Hi everybody, it's Dan from Mank Gaming. Welcome back to Rimworld. This is Season 1, Episode 10, and we left our convicts in a slightly precarious situation last time. If you recall, we had some bulk traders coming in, which was a good thing, although we'll see how much we actually have to trade. And they usually come in, when the traders come in, they like to gravitate right around here, which tends to be right outside our line of traps. We also had someone come down in an escape pod that was another pyromaniac that the council voted just let them bleed out. So we took their shirt and they're bleeding and we're waiting for them to die. How horrible is that? But the real cliffhanger came when pirates arrived, or convicts, as well, to attack. Two have bolt action rifles, one a revolver and one a club. Unfortunately, the people with guns have zero shooting skill, and they've decided that they're going to wait and prepare before attacking, which is going to lead to an interesting situation that's going to unfold that we're going to watch. Now, unfortunately, it is about nighttime, so I may end up having to wake our people after they go to sleep, but let's get going. Another thing that happened last episode, we finally were able to harvest some of our wood. We'll be getting some more soon, so we're finally able to make some extra chairs for people who are working. Like, I should make one down here as well. I have whoever's crafting the smoke weed sit or stand. And we can always move chairs later, so it's a worthy use of wood. So our trader should be coming along. Yeah, they're going to let them roll in. I'm going to keep it at normal speed just for the little extra drama here. We are continuing to work on making stone and replacing our walls. And we have our pet elephant. It's not really our pet. It snuck in when we were replacing a wall. And while I could try and train it, we're going to see what happens. We're going to see if it goes mad or it stars or what. Sort of an experiment. And until then, we'll just sort of keep it company in the dining room. Okay, we got a bulk trader coming in. Who's the actual trader? It looks like right around here. Lion. So what we'll do is, I think Gem is still our best talker. 6, 6, pretty much the same. Gem, you're going to bed? I don't think so. Okay, well then, where's E.G.? E.G. will be our negotiator. Why don't you get out there, have a conversation real quick before you go to bed. Maybe there's some things we have that they're interested in that we can part with. It would be nice to get our silver up a little bit. It is low because of the sterile floors we created in the kitchen and well, dining room currently, but will probably be the hospital eventually. Where are these folks headed? Well, let's take a look at what they got. Okay, so doormats and stools. Oh, well, that's, nice and expensive. I don't even know why I'm looking at what I could actually buy. So no one's worn this t-shirt, and it's pretty cruddy. And we made it, and it probably got damaged. Maybe fell thanks to my incompetence. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Oh, we got a lot of smoke leaf we can sell. We got this rat leather. I usually sell any leather or skin where you have so little that, like under 60, that you're not going to be making anything out of it. Now, cloth, technically, they could use the multiple different pieces, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. But let's go ahead and sell all the smoke joints. What does that get us? 321. Not a whole lot, but, more than we would have gotten otherwise. We will not sell any of the wood. It is very, very vital. The herbal medicine they have is expensive. And honestly, we're growing some of our own, so that's not a problem. Let's see, we got a good deal of elephant skin, but we're going to keep that around for now. We can sell it later, even though we'll probably get more. We could sell some foodstuffs. I was saying we had quite a bit. in the end, I'm going to expand the fridge. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Also, the meats, we don't have as much as I would like, so I probably won't go anywhere there. I'll probably just take the 321 silver, and then, you know, while I would like to buy some more steel, we got plenty around the map still. We'll just do that. Now, EG, are you going to pick that silver up? Oh, you are not. Why don't you haul that silver on your way to bed? Okay, these guys are not going where I thought they were going to go. So the pirate or convict attack I thought was going to go different. And so I might as well share with you what I thought was going to happen. I could have sworn the last trader we had, exotic or whatever it was up here. And usually the caravans come around to the, okay, it looks like they're going to hover around here. So, and I thought the pirates were going to come in straight in here to attack too. And so then the pirates and the traders were going to go head to head. Now, honestly, the traders probably, even though they look like they're tribals, they're probably tougher and they have way more numbers than those convicts. Oh, yep, here we go. So, because that might not happen, as these guys close in, I am going to get everybody out of their beds. Yep, they're already pretty close. So we're going to go ahead and wake everybody up. Sorry about this. Draft them. Let's get them out here. I was kind of hoping to get a little benefit where maybe the pirates would take down a trader. Maybe I'd get some free goods on the ground. Opportunistic. You know, sounds like something we might do. And I could try and ensure that if I wanted to. Well, I shouldn't say ensure that. But make it happen by maybe closing this door. We're going to see what's going to happen here. What I'm going to do is pause real quick. Get up here. We don't want anyone to shoot anyone else. Okay, so they're going. Oh, okay, here. We got some engagement. This will be curious. We got one trader who died. Okay. So that guy's probably going to get away. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and send out here. Let's get that going, because that means we can shoot down there. And then we're ready for them if they get out that stone door, which they probably won't. There we go. Now, let's take a look here. Did anyone else get hurt? Ooh, lion got hurt. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to undraft everybody, number one. Number two, we're going to go ahead and unforbid. We're going to take a look at this convict. This convict's pretty hurt, going to die pretty soon. You know, reasonably skilled, was the fast walker, and the nudist. Some nice passions here would certainly help out. I really need to think about actually making a prisoner room so that we can capture some people. Was this person, they're wearing some clothing, so I probably should wake someone up. Got a couple hours here. Maybe we'll just wait a couple hours. Oh wow, they're going to be very, very tired. Rost has definitely gotten some sleep, and I think Jem went to bed one of the earliest. So what we'll do is we'll just, you know, let it roll for a little bit. Look at that. Steel longsword. Nice. Probably about 5 o'clock maybe. Get Jem out of bed. Jem will be fairly well rested. You know, not perfect, but enough that we can get to work. So, Jem, I need you to go strip this person. Lion may go down. Unfortunately, I did forget that these folks were tribals. So there's two other things I'd like. Oh, that makes me so unhappy. You guys just catch that? The elephant got angry. The elephant destroyed my door, and destroyed my cooler. Oh wow. That'll teach me. Or I should say the elephant taught me, huh? So I think we should go ahead. Why don't we strip this person? We'll go ahead and strip this person. Then let's just get urgent hauling on this stuff. Okay. People should be up and going to work. Hopefully we'll get this place cleaned up. Hopefully we'll get a cooler repaired. We're going to have to take this out anyway because we're going to start to need some more components. But it is all within reason. EG's going to do repairs. You know, I appreciate the tree thing, but can we go ahead and prioritize the stripping and then prioritize the hauling and prioritize the stripping? You guys are hanging out in my dining room. I have no cooler. Got dead bodies to take care of. Using more of my precious wood on doors that I did not want to replace. This needs to get hauled. I need like a silly dumping place probably in here somewhere, which is probably fine. How about we do arcing, dumping stockpile. Slow it down a little bit real quick. Let's only make this for clear it all, and then we can add chunks, but we're going to actually only add steel slab. Okay, and then that way we can get that hauled out of, it's very unattractive, I have no doubt. A taxonomist named Caleb Muffin Clump calls you from nearby. He is being chased by tribespeople from the Doas of the mountain, begs for safety and offers to join, incapable of violence. So he won't fight for us. Won't fight at all. Nervous, teetotaler, and greedy. It is passionate for a good number of skills, but I think we're going to meet and we're going to refuse this taxonomist. Let's go ahead and get this guy stripped. Okay, so the trade caravan's leaving. I was hoping that we might be able to get some of these goods in before that happened. But let's get the corpse hauled. Let's get this hauled. You know, let's take care of business. I'm not even sure what happened to that escape pod person that we were going to let bleed out. They may have actually gotten up and walked off. Oh, there they are. They gained consciousness and bled all the way up there and are now, dying again. Okay, looks like we've got the chairs getting constructed. Actually, most of them are done. We need to finish the air conditioner or the cooler. No, EG, can you? You can't. Someone else must be doing it. So now that we've gotten the corpses out of the way, well, almost. Rasta, can you go ahead and prioritize stripping? Let me do the corpse. Do some urgent hauling. 21. Let's lower it down to say 18. Oh, looks like it's nighttime again. We'll get you to urgent haul. Let's just get all this stuff into the stockpile. Now there may be a way to select their different clothing items, but to haul urgently, I'm sure someone can probably tell me that. It would be a blessing. Let me leave this out here. This stuff actually doesn't sell very well. Just let it disintegrate. The tribal war masks and tribal gear. Looks like Gem has gone to bed, but if you recall, Gem had gone to bed early and then we woke Gem up, so sounds pretty fair. Looks like we harvested some more wood, so that'll be coming in, and that'll definitely be enough for double beds at this point. In addition, it looks like our stone, well, reasonable, but what I would also like to see, Rasta, I know. Ooh, do you see that? Little heart going on. EG's very persistent. Very persistent. Maybe some romance. Okay, I'd really like to see some of these traps reset. And then we can take a look. We did get a sword, some rifle, a revolver. If I recall, they were pretty cruddy, but you know, choosers, is that how the saying goes? So EG's eating out here, not ideal. Ooh, some of these chairs are starting to look nice. So we had a caravan request. They want 220 Arctic wolf skin. They're going to give some steel grand sculpture. Well, we have no Arctic wolf skins, nor any Arctic wolves. Not really even, and it expires in 20 days. I don't know how you'd manage that if you weren't, you know, a hex or a place where that kind of thing was going on. You can't pray for a trader. You could go visit another one, but then you got to deliver it. It's probably not as well balanced as in figuring out what's doable. But I guess people just make requests of other people, and no big deal. You don't do it, you don't do it. Right? Oh, cargo pods. Let's take a look. So, looks like we got some packaged survival meals. 12. We really don't need these. I mean, it's not that important. I'll unforbid them. If someone ends up going and getting them, great. So we're getting the tattered apparel warning. That means that's going to affect the mood of Rasta. It's unfortunate because Rasta, I could have sworn we made Rasta new clothes. Well, it's kind of our fault and kind of not our fault. So Rasta is wearing the synthread jacket that we took off of that escape pod survivor. It's below 43%. She's probably wearing it because it's a nice jacket, nice material, great material, and it's decent quality, but it's just worn out. And so we have another jacket, guarantee it, even a jacket that's not dead man's, but she's not going to wear it. But I'm going to show you something in a minute. As a matter of fact, as soon as I make sure everybody's working, and I'm actually, oh good, Suki is, I was going to say that's a priority type item to rearm these traps. Suki is going to it, and Rost is doing some cleaning. So I'm going to go down to normal speed so that work continues. Precious work. But what I'm going to go actually show you guys, if you're not already aware of it, is under Assign. So you can set up drug policies, and you can set up manage outfits. So, for example, I had forced Rasta at one point to wear something. So I can make it say, hey, I'll take it back, you wear whatever you want. And so that's what I just did there. But what you can also do is you can set, there are some default outfits. So let's see. They start with anything worker, soldier, nudist. And they have potential definitions. You can create a new outfit. Let's say outfit 5, but we could call it prisoner or tribal crazy man or something like that. And you could limit it to tribal gear or whatever you want. In this case, rather than create a new one, I'm actually going to go ahead and delete outfit 5. I'm going to actually select anything, which is everybody right now. But what I want to do is, right now, they're allowed to wear whatever the hell they want. But if I sit here and say, hey, look, guys, I don't want you wearing anything under, say, 52%. That means if they're under 52%, they're going to put it down. Of course, they're going to look for something else. I could also, if we were making better stuff, say, I don't want you guys to wear anything less than like normal. Or maybe I want them to wear crappy stuff. I could do that too. So, and then you assign an outfit to a particular person. So everybody's going by this rule right now, the anything rule. So I'm basically going to just change the anything rule to where I'm going to make it so that I want them to, as soon as a shirt starts to, or any gear starts to get shoddy, they take it off, because that's a mood breaker. Okay? And apparently I didn't realize that it paused when I was doing that, but that's fine, because I can understand why the game would be like, yeah, you probably want to pause when you're doing that. So they're going to finish with these traps. Let's go in with the beds. So what we're going to do, I don't even know how we're going to fit these beds. I guess we could just make the beds first. Furniture, double bed. You know, I think if we just move this over one, we'd be fine. So let's do that. Let us move that over one. This room's a little odd because I, for whatever reason, did these rooms differently. So in this case, we're going to have to move that over one, that over one, and this room is all jacked up. Of course, this was supposed to be temporary. So we'll put this over here, put that over there, and now what we'll do, it's a good bed, but we are going to reinstall this good bed. Over here. Go ahead and reinstall this one. Delete it. Well, we're going to build a copy of the animal spot. We're going to put it down, I don't know, here. Reinstall this. Oh, forgot to do this. Deconstruct. Put this into a guest bed. Let's go ahead and deal with making the double beds. Double. Double. Install this puppy. Hard at work, everybody is. Hard at work. Look at Hermione, now fully trained, is lugging stone. We're loving that. It's very helpful. Considering Hermione has been eating our food, seems like a fair payout. Okay. Now, E.G., it's good that you've been hauling, but we need you to get to work on constructing. Beautiful. Okay, normal. But it's a double bed, so it'll provide more comfort. Good. I'm going to go ahead and assign this to Gem, because Gem tends to be the greedy one. It's very jealous, and it's a bigger room, so it ends up being probably a better room, even if some of the furniture is less than, oop. We need to get with business here. Oh. Otherwise, it's going to come to be sleep time, and we're going to be like, hey, no beds. What's going on? We're actually doing really well, so that's great. So, looks like we're going to use up a fair amount of the wood that we just harvested doing this, but this will really pay off. It'll make people certainly more comfortable, a little bit happier. So, good investment. Plus, we've got this big grove down here that's growing. That's going to be a huge amount of wood when it comes in. So, we'll just have to make do being a little short again for a little while. Okay, so as soon as these beds get done, I think we're actually looking pretty good. Now I guess the decision is, do we want to try and do something else today? Like, do we want to replace, more wall? Still got a good bit of the afternoon left. Actually a little surprised. Okay, EG's doing that, but EG, after you get done with that, you're going to go construct this, right? Yeah, I hope so. I'm really surprised all of you guys are lugging rocks. Guess there's nothing else to do, because the meals are done. Yep. Okay. So, for Suki, we still got plenty of meat, and since we've got the full meals, where are you going, Rasta? The survival meals. Excuse me for a minute. Okay, let's get some mining going then, for Suki. Suki, why don't you just take out the next chunk of rock? Sounds like a plan. Maybe even this, so we get a few more components. Make it nice and wide. EG, finish the bed. Oh my goodness, look at that bed. Excellent. It's like a piece of art now. So now, it looks like Gem is doing the crafting. Gem's allowed to do that. EG's doing some cleaning. And it is early afternoon. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I think, is I do eventually want this to be stone. So I'm going to go ahead and have EG do this now so we don't have to do it later. Let's do structures, deconstruct. Let's get that done. Oh, you're just going to go craft. Of course you are. Someone else maybe can handle the deconstruction part. Gem is idle. Okay, well, guess we should have tamed those alpacas, because now one of them's mad. And let's see here. At this point, I'm wondering whether we shouldn't just deal with this. So let's go ahead and draft everybody up. Sort of like a, we'll call it an evening hunting repose. Where's this mad alpaca going? Okay. Get everybody together. Get them out here. Get back a little bit. You're gonna hit my door. Okay. Well, two can play this game. Now, if you recall, Gem's got the... Actually, I really need to give Gem a weapon because... Nicely done. Everybody's done. Let's get that hauled. So, let's see if we can get Gem a weapon, because actually I believe Gem, while we gave Gem the plasteel knife, Gem has no melee skill whatsoever. So, Gem, let you take Oh God, that's so bad. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and pick up that wondrous revolver? And actually, Suki, I would like you go ahead and equip that sword as a secondary. He already has a nice steel knife. Rasta, do you have any melee? Not much. Okay, all good. Whoa, seriously? Who left the damn thing here? No, 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 no. That cooler is getting less cool with a... Luckily we had this, and that's not very big, but that is not the proper place for that. Nor did we finish this, did we? We went through all that, we got distracted. So, what do you guys think? Marble? Limestone? Limestone. Okay, probably gonna get built tomorrow, but that's fine. See, not the end of the world. Suki would normally be helping, but Suki has a higher priority on mining, and then everybody's thinking bedtime except for Rasta, who's gonna go do some butchering. Okay, let's get speed going again. Now that we've dealt with our issue du jour. Everybody to bed, to bed. Sleep, sweet dreams. Okay. So, definitely the walls, the cooler, and then expansion. Now, when Suki gets these extra components, what I would like to do is I may put another battery in just to have a second for insurance. We'll see how that goes. The other thing is I really want to get researching. And we're going to want some technologies before we either A, venture off on the journey to that spaceship, or B, try and get some technologies to do it ourselves. I think these are both things that, you know, we'll just have to figure out as we go along and as the opportunity presents itself. We are not as much steel as I'd like, but we'll be getting some more here, and we could always, there are many other places here that we can get it. So let's go ahead and plan for the morning. So they're going to work on that. I think I'm going to already start building this wall too. What do you guys think? I'd like to deal with the outer walls first. We dealt with all of these. Oh, Gem. You're going to do that, huh? Got this nice work here to do, but you're going to do that? Not have you on constructing at all? Yep, only 2 people. Okay. Then you're doing exactly what we want you to do. You know better than me, apparently. Good job, Rasta. Cleaning first, then hauling. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Everybody working hard. Looks like we're dealing with this over here. This still hasn't been harvested. If you recall, we were going to sow something else here. Okay, great. Let's get going down here. So we're going to, again, deconstruct. I don't think we have a roof here, but let's check. Let's not be fools. Good. All this is coming down. Beautiful. Thank you, Rasta, for picking up that wood. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, that was close. You see, they love leaving stuff in the doorway. And that is, of course, very, very troubling. So now we're going to build this in here. Actually do this. Beautiful. At this point, we are also going to take a wooden door. Copy right here. Good, good. Everybody's working very fast now. Suki's back to doing some mining. Fine with that. Especially because we're going to get some components. Okay, good, good. Still plenty of sandstone for floors, and we're starting to grow marble. Maybe I'll make this wall out here marble. We'll see. Good, this is going to get done. It is the afternoon, so I'm thinking maybe we do this, the insides, so we get one section of outer wall. Slow it down a little. EG's like going, oh, what am I going to do? I have nothing to do. And I'm going to say, yes, you got stuff to do. Start looking hard enough. There you go. Plus, yeah, you can get some joy. Hang out with Rasta, you know, have a little conversation. Really surprised Rasta doesn't have anything to do, but we obviously need to figure out some more things for folks to do. Rasta. Ah, that's right. We could try to train some animals. We could certainly hunt, but we seem to have plenty of meat. We could also be out, like, cutting stuff, but what do you guys think? We train the elephant that, like, destroyed our cooler? A certain element of danger to that. Certainly work on it. Got a fair amount of wildness. It does eat vegetables and stuff, so it could eat grass, which would, you know, potentially save on food for us. And it is something we eventually want. I guess you can only try. It's only Rasta, right? The council, well, they do have Gem also set up on animal handling. It's an interesting decision to make. I don't know how old they go, E2. So the question is, do I go for that one or do I go way the hell? That one's convenient because A, it's alone. But look at these. These are like 7. We still got the one alpaca. 33. Let's give it a try. This could be really, really bad. Certainly something. Oh, let's get this done. Sorry. Certainly not meaning to have you do stuff outdoors. Fiji would stop meditating. Maybe we get to that done today. Honestly, I think we said we were going to go ahead and get this done. Right, right. It's a beautiful thing. We can also hold this open. And let's go ahead and copy this door. I know we're running out of wood, but that's what we want to do. Take this limestone. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, Rasta did go try and tame it, and it did not go bad. Didn't necessarily go good. So I was a little concerned that she might do it. But she only is gonna do this, you know, at this point, you will literally only do this if there's like nothing else. Okay? That'll put you in minimal amount of danger. Great, this is all coming together good. Frost is delivering resources, that works out. Would go quicker if I had Suki not mining, but Suki really is our our single go-to miner. And it's not like we have, you know, tons to mine, but we do have this stuff to eventually get through. So I do want to give Suki mining in doses or bouts, so that we eventually get it done. What we really need, I think, in addition to the things we already talked about, I'd like a real workspace, so that, and then I would like some extra bedrooms so we can use them for prisoners, and so we can move Gem out of that bigger room that was originally going to be the research room. And so probably before the next episode, we won't get to building them probably because we still have a lot of stuff to do, but I'll at least lay them out on the map. So in this map you're seeing now with the plotting tool, to give an idea of what I'm going to work towards, so that way you know, we can just progress one thing at a time, and you'll see what the future holds. So, oh good, Suki will get through this last bit. Suki maybe can come help, just finish off these walls. So, as I've sort of mentioned before, and I think you're really, ooh, it's a zzz. So, unfortunately, we discharged the single battery. It would be good if you guys went and dealt with that wonderful fire. Rasta won't, of course, because Rasta doesn't believe this pyromaniac in dealing with fires. So hopefully we can get a little bit of power from here back into the batteries before night completely, or that it runs through the night, because we do have our air conditioners we need to run, and we do have our 2 lights that we are currently running. And having those, especially keeping our food cold, is pretty important. So we didn't quite finish with this, but this was new anyway, so we did get the kitchen enclosed again, which is great. Everybody's to bed. Do a little quick roll call. You know, moods are reasonable, maybe not awesome. So she's always going to have the pain. Table thing we really got to do something about. We've been trying. The ugly environment. I'm going to share something with you on the EG. So EG has been rebuffed by Suki twice within a recent amount of time, and rebuffed by Gem 3 times. Now, there are a number of other people I watch who play Rimworld. One of them is Quill, and I was looking at his mod list the other day, and he's running a mod, he didn't make it, but he's running a mod that basically limits rebuffed to 1 per person per, you know, no stacking. So if I was running that mod, EG would have 1 from Suki and 1 from Gem, which is only you know, whatever that would be, -4 or something like that, which still isn't good because 2 people have rebuffed him, but it wouldn't be insane like it kind of is right here. So unfortunate, but he's lucky. He's Hermione's master, so he gets that constant plus. Oh, that's unhappy. You had to tell him no because EG's very persistent. Anyway, so it was just a quick look before we call this an episode at everybody's mood and what's going on. And so, like I said, we'll plot some stuff out, and I'm looking forward to next time. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.